Perfect. So let's move on. So this is going to be, so this is more the nitty-gritty heavy lifting for most people's intake process, which is going to be the intake forms and getting your client signed up. So a couple of things that are cool about the intake forms is we have our own form builder on here. So you can basically build whatever you want. You know, this could be an intake form. You can use this post-retention, pre-retention, pre-consultation, post-consultation, whatever you want to do. What's also nice, you can build different forms for different purposes, right? You know, one for a different matter, you know, one for business, one for, you know, employment, whatever it may be. What's also nice, you can get these filled out in different ways, depending on the client or the firm. So do you want the client to fill it out? Do you want to send it to them? Do you want the firm to fill it out, maybe like on the phone or during a consultation? Or do you want your client to fill it out while they're sitting in the waiting room getting ready for your appointment? So for most firms, they use the send feature. Now the fill out's pretty straightforward. It'll just allow the firm to fill in the information for them. But let's go ahead and go through the send process. So again, really nice. It automatically generates a letter for you. So again, remember we haven't touched our keyboard the entire demo. You can have different email templates set up for different types of forms. So if there's different information or different things, they're all customizable for each practice area or matter. You can also have automatic reminders. So what's nice is rather than sending out like a PDF or a Word doc or just an email to send back answers to questions, you can basically create a hyperlink that's trackable. What's also nice is you know, they can set up automatic reminders for these tracking. So if the client hasn't filled out the form 24 hours before their appointment, we can have an automatic reminder go out to them. Hey, Andres, you haven't filled out your form. Obviously, again, these emails are coming from your firm, and obviously if the client filled out the form before the reminder date, the reminder gets canceled. And again, if you have multiple people in your firm, it's going to help you keep track of what's going on, so it's going to be marked as pending so everyone in the firm knows what's going on. Now let's go ahead and check out what the intake form looks like. Really customizable, completely, you know, you can completely control what they look like, what they say. It's going to have your own firm's logo and letterhead, so you can customize this in your settings. It's also going to be encrypted and secured, so it's more, you know, secure the data than like a PDF or a Word doc or something like that. What's also nice is your client can fill this out on anywhere, on any device. Phone, tablet, or computer, no downloading or printing, no apps, nothing like that. Now watch how easy this is. All the client has to do is fill out their information. And then what's nice is you can create different sections to the form, questions about you, questions about your company. You can create tips. You can create different types of questions, checkbox, multiple choice, drop downs, all that type of stuff. You can also have what are called smart questions in here, like do you have partners? If they have a partner for their business and they click yes, you'll notice I have a couple follow-up questions. If they say they don't have a partner, you'll notice there are no follow-up questions. So you can actually have what are called conditional logic or smart questions. You can also have like file attachment requests. They don't have to attach things separately or print them and bring them in. They can actually attach them here. But here's the best part, especially for a Clio user. Basically, what you can do is you can link up fields in Lexicata and Clio to fields on your form. So whenever a form is completed, it actually is going to do data entry into Lexicata and or Clio for you. So let me give you two examples, occupation and date of birth. So occupation, we're just going to go ahead and say, you know, legal tech, you know, consultant for you. And then you don't have to give me a year, Andres, but what's your birthday?
September 25th.
All right, 25th?
Yep.
All right, we're going to make you a baby. We're going to say you're turning 21 this year.
All right.
But basically, and happy almost birthday. It's coming up in a little bit. So here we can click Save Progress, or we can click Submit. Watch when we click Submit. Remember, Andres, what you said was the #1 complaint, lack of communication?
Yeah.
Well, here we go. A copy got automatically emailed to the client along with a thank you note from the law firm. In addition to that, a copy got automatically emailed to the law firm, letting them know, hey, Michael, you know, Andres just submitted his form. You notice that this is marked as submitted in the checklist. This is marked off as completed. So now we're almost done with the intake, just about a minute or two more. And then you'll notice over here, this is what the form looks like when it's completed. Really easy to read. You don't have to worry about people's handwriting or anything like that. Stores all the information. You can download a copy if you want, but here's the best part, Andres. Remember when we first added you into the system? Mm-hmm. All we put into Lexicata was your name and email, right?
Yeah.
Now check this out. The client on the intake form did all the work for us. All the contact information was automatically populated, as well as remember those two fields I told you we hooked up, occupation, date of birth. Mm-hmm. Well, those got automatically populated into the system. So slightly better than using like a Word doc or a PDF, because not only does it do data entry for you, better experience, better follow-up better tracking, better organization, just better overall experience from both sides of the coin, the lawyer and the client. So that's basically how intake forms work. Any
Well,
questions on the form system?
yeah, that's great. And I also noticed that when you created the form, it already had some of my information in it, right? So
Yep.
if you already
Yeah, so
have the info
basically,
in
if
it,
you've been through the system, yeah, it'll auto-populate like, the contact information. So for instance, if I were to send you another form right now, because this is all filled out now, the entire contact information sheet would have been filled out, and then they could update it, and it'll update Lexicata for us.
that's cool. I like that.